Hello, welcome. Just about. Twitch is already messing about. He's crashed on us twice in the 10 minutes running up to us pushing the button. We've got no Twitch viewers. I do believe these people are all on YouTube.
We do have Twitch viewers.
We just got no numbers. My beautiful official girlfriend, private thing between us that none of you need to know about. But anyway, Archnin, Captain Rex, hi Clive, Mark, how you all doing? Anyone else I've missed in the chat? Archnin. I love you, Archnin. I got a parcel from Archnin, everyone. Archnin's awesome. On so many levels. Archnin's tried to fix our stream before. Hi Ulfric. Ooh, Clive and Ulfric.
In the centre. Madness.
We get that solitaire guy on and we got the full ass. Mr. Spurgeon. Twitch is back.
I fixed it.
Archnin, you're amazing. Number one, he sent us this amazing cable, which we haven't fitted yet, because Alex is a bit scared of it. But we will do. And then I received a parcel from Archnin. And Archnin is just a legend, right, guys? And he sent you lot a load of stuff. So I'm going to be giving some stuff away on Saturday's stream. I know that's weird to say, but our stream days may be changing now over the next few weeks because of work commitments and just life getting in the way. But Saturday we're going to start giving away a few bits, and I'm saving the bulk of it for December. Because December's Christmas. We might not have a Christmas this year. Not a normal Christmas anyway. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's all kicking off now. Solitaire's, he's taunting them both as well. But Archnin sent through a package of stuff that is ridiculous. There's a copy of Sabak from Galaxy's Edge, everyone. I'm going to give it away. And these pin badges that are ridiculous. He did, bless him, send me a paired set, which he said are either for me and Scarlett or me and Bagheera. Scarlett's got enough stuff. So baby, yeah, I got a little baby Yoda pin coming for you, darling, because I'm clearly your Mando, right? That's right. You got the force powers. You're the one that calms me down so I don't break noses. But I can break noses. Mando. Baby Yoda. Anyway, so we are here. We got loads of stuff to give away. We got stuff to give away on Saturday. We're going to have a bumper December of giveaways. We've also got the amazing Andreas Carlson, who you guys have seen, have been putting some pictures up of a tie interceptor he's been painting, and the guy's like ridiculously good at this source lighting that he does, and it's just beautiful. That's also going to be given away in December, right? So December's the month for lots of giveaways. We got some more coming up this month, and of course the end of the month art giveaway, which you should hopefully get to see next week. Maybe the week after, because I haven't finished it, because I've been busy painting a massive CIS army for a client, which I'm going to be doing some of on stream today. I'm going to be doing a tank, believe it or not. Well, I'm going to be doing weathering today. That's today's episode. It's all going to be about weathering this tank. I've put all the base coats on, and I've been doing some stuff to it. I've been just testing out some techniques and some things I want to do with it. It isn't like Golden Demon level. It is pretty high level, but it's still kind of a gaming piece, and I'm hoping this is stuff that most of you will be able to recreate at home doing that sort of thing. So, touching wood, we might have some difficulties. Twitch has already been a nightmare. I can already see I've got massive lag because my monitor is well behind what's actually coming out of my mouth. But it's okay, I won't look at that. That in the background, it's so hard to do it. That in the background, that bit of hair there, that's Nanny Bot. Yeah. Looking like a hippie from the 70s, but we love him. And the reason why I didn't stream Monday was purely because Nanny Bot's got commitments, and if I would have been left alone with the stream, with everything that's been happening recently with Twitch, with our camera issues, there's no way I would have done more than about 15 minutes, and it just would have been a waste of time. So Nanny Bot's here. We've already had a camera drop. Twitch crashed twice. We don't really know what's going on. Bear with us, right? Bear with us. Okay, so bit of housekeeping is, if anyone's new to the stream and you've not already done it, please push at least the notifications button. so that you know when we're coming live. If you can afford to sub the channel, please do. We've got Rasta Mace Paint in Patreon, which all goes towards keeping the lights on. Our sound has dropped out. Of course it has.
You what?
No, it's not at our end. Is anyone else struggling with sound? No. Oh, Paul. Seriously, Paul. Like, I've got a lot of stuff going on in my real life. I'm this close to coming to Essex and battering you. So just stop it, right? Stop it. I'm not in the mood. Had the most important part of my new airbrush arrive today. Vallejo Wolf Grey. Yeah, Captain. We're going to do a tiny bit with airbrush, but most of this is going to be done with brushes, sponges, believe it or not, and other household items that you find around. Maybe a spoon. We're not going to use a spoon. But anyway, let's go split so I can show you what I'm working on. Look at that. We are doing this little beauty. Look. Aha. Right, we are doing this little beauty. This is a CIS Trade Federation battle tank. Right, so let's talk you through what I've done so far. I've been playing with some techniques, right? Let's show you underneath. I've been doing some stuff under there, some bits and bobs. So the base coat, yeah, mixed results. Small brush pull, take your time. Practice makes perfect. Remember, talent comes easily. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. So practice. Okay, so base coat. So I've done a whole... Will you pass me a battle droid?
Yeah. What flavour of battle?
Well, there's like 67 million battle droids. Just grab a battle droid.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are battle droids that I've done for a commission. And these are not Golden Demon level, these are tabletop level. So they were base coated with, what's that Games Workshop can of paint called? Wraithbone, right? So this Wraithbone, look at the price. Look at the price. For a start, everyone, and have a little heart attack. Do you remember? £35, 1 can of spray, 5 pots of paint. Nearly had a heart attack.
Yeah, came running in.
Look, it's empty.
Like...
It's empty as well. They only half fill them. So this is the Games Workshop contrast undercoat, and I've never used this stuff before, right? Chuck that away because it's rubbish. So this was Wraithbone undercoat, and then I used. Let's find you the pot somewhere. I used Skeleton Contrast Horde. That is how I got the kind of sandy colour on them, right? So to keep with that sandy colour, this stuff's not very good on flat surfaces, right? Especially big flat surfaces. So I had a little chinwag with a friend of mine, and we decided to try a little technique. So what I did was I painted this whole model in Wraithbone first. Arch Nin, again, I love you, brother, so much, man. Yeah, there's a donation link that comes up. If anyone feels kind enough to donate, I'll give you the whole story about how my car's gone bang again. So please donate. It means I can take my daughter to school. Anyway, Wraithbone first. Then I put Skeleton Horde in an airbrush. And I slowly base coated this thing with about 10 coats, very, very lightly, of Skeleton Horde contrast, and got a base colour on, right? And I went darker, like I specifically went over panel lines, in gaps. As you can see, right, you can see some of these darker colours that are showing up. I see what I mean underneath, right? See all these darker parts. These were where I went darker with a Skeleton Horde. And it ends up this really dark brown colour, which is nothing like the actual battle droids. Then, with my airbrush, I mixed up Vallejo model colour dark sand, because it said sand. Alex wasn't about. There's some paints over there that are air paints, and there's probably a similar colour there, but I didn't want to take the chance because they haven't got labels. So I used this dark sand and some... This is Game Air Desert Yellow, right? So dark sand, I don't know, probably about 70% dark sand, 30% desert yellow. I put in some airbrush thinner to get it to the right consistency, because the dark sand is not an airbrush paint, and all paint will go through airbrush, even in K, but that is not the right consistency. And then what I started to do was I used my airbrush to start painting this model with that colour, leaving these darker colours. Ulfric, I love you so much. To start leaving these darker colours going through, and you have to build it up and you have to take your time, but that's kind of the end result here. Right, that's what you end up left with. If you take your time and you don't obliterate it all in one hit, you take your time. That's how I got this base colour. Then I've started to do, I'll show you underneath, I've started to do some pin washes with Agrax Earthshade. We're going to go through everything I'm talking about now on the unpainted parts. I've used some Agrax Earthshade, and then I've just started using some black with sponges to get some damage work going on. And there's a little bit you can see here, and a little bit in this corner. I've started to use some weathering powders as well, right? I'm going to show you that. That's it really. That's where we're at the moment. Here's a turret. Let's put it on for you, just to kind of give you an idea. You can see I haven't started to do any weathering on the turret, but it's come out really nice, pretty close to the battle droids. Let's get a battle droid back. Alex, you moved the battle droid. Any battle droid. Any battle droid will do.
It's the same battle droid.
It's the same battle droid. But we got like a pretty good thing going on here, right? Pretty good. It's pretty close. I'm happy. Customer's going to be chuffed to bits. It's Kev's. Just so you all know. And he's done a 12-hour day today, so I doubt he'd be watching. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do on this, before I do any pin washes or do any other weathering, is if you notice, they have like these dirt streaks coming out of this. I think these are torpedo launchers. I don't know. Are they, Alex? It's your Star Wars.
I don't think they're torpedo launchers.
Well, why have they got these little things in there, Al? They look like little torpedoes. Can anyone tell me what these are? Right, what are these things? So I have painted these areas, this little bit, you know, like the handles, couple of bits underneath, in a mix of Iron Warriors and black, kind of 50-50, just to get a really dark metal. And I've put a black wash over it just to give me some, you know, my metal areas that I'm going to go back and do some highlighting, some dry brushing on. I said it, dry brushing. Lifting jets, really? Seems weird, they're at the front. But anyway, whatever they are, in the movie and in most of the repaints I've seen, they've got these great streaks coming out. We're going to do that straight away with an airbrush. And then I'm going to get on with weathering techniques. Right? That's what we're concentrating on this stream. Oh, wow. Let me just move my camera.
No, you are right. They are launching tubes.
They are launching tubes.
Original blueprint.
Original blueprint. They are launching tubes. There must have been some kind of rockets that come out of that. Anyway, so
Energy shell launchers.
Energy shell launchers. Thank you, Alex. Nanny bot.
I mean, no. That was Captain Rex.
Oh, was that Captain Rex? Thank you, Captain Rex. Captain Rex knows everything. Everything. So yeah, my car's broken again, everyone. It broke on Thursday, and I've had an absolute nightmare. Some computer fault, and then something's gone wrong with the petrol, or I don't know. All I know is that 3 garages later, I'm now having to source a very expensive part to get one garage to fit it, and then I've got to take it to another garage to finish it. It looks like I'm going to be very uncarb man for the next few weeks, which is very hard considering Scarlett goes to school a very long way away. Rattler, thank you very much. But yeah, it's been a nightmare this week. Been an absolute nightmare. Nothing changes. I know you only tune in to hear how miserable my life is. Right, let's get... I'm just going to go black. I don't think I need to go any other colour. I'm just going to go black. This could be a mistake. Should I put a bit of brown in it? I'm going to put a bit of brown in it. Let's do that. Let's have a look if I've got some brown here. I should have some brown here. Beastie brown. I don't want Beastie Boys. I want dark brown. Where's my dark brown? That's red, that's terracotta. I'll find it in a second, everyone. Remember, I'm colourblind, so I've got to read my labels. There it is, charred brown. So all I'm going to do, I've got some black in there. I'm going to put a spot or two of brown as well.
Hey, that was Mark Fairbrother gifted us up.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's give that a little mix in there. So we've got a super dark blacky brown. Oh, don't do this, airbrush. I need you to work. Give me a second, everyone. Airbrush is being... What I will say about putting contrast through your airbrush is it's a nightmare. It really gunks up the inside of your brush. Okay, she's not spraying well at all. Joy, joy. Let's just have a look what's going on there. So sometimes on this bit, you get this build up of paint, right? I'm going to get my little toothpick. So this little hole, Captain Rex, just for future reference, this little hole just fits round your needle, right? And there's a little hole in there, right? That's where your air comes out. And if you do that, nothing happens. You just get air. You need this little cap on, and that funnels the air over the over the needle. So now I've got a better dot than I had before. It's not perfect, but we're going to make it work. Sometimes when that gets clogged up, the airflow is not even around your needle, so you get a weird shape. So let's... So I've just softened off that edge first. Do the same on that one, etc, etc. And then I'm going to put the line in a minute. Clean the tip, dry tip, Captain Rex. When you get your airbrush, always remember, clean your brush, the paint will dry on the needle, which will affect it. See, we get that nice movie looking streak coming off of it. Nice, I like that. I'm going to do a little bit as well. Tavern Wars! Thank you, mate. A little bit off the front. Just to dirty up that whole section a bit. Nice, I like that. Really simple, right? Really easy. sort of technique you can practice on a piece of card, piece of paper, before you commit to your model. Get used to your brush. Let's do the other side. They don't need to like be identical to either side, because they wouldn't be. Tiny bit on the front. Just going to put a little bit underneath. So airbrushes are really great for when you're using, you know, painting great big models like this. Just catching a couple of bits in there that I missed with my brush. And then I'm going to do some silver chipping and edge highlighting on that. Let's in fact extend this one a little bit. Okay, that'll do us. Got some nice big dirty streaks coming off the front of it, and I shall pick out those edges like I said. In fact, let's do that now. Let's show you that. So we're going to get some silver. So how are you all? What have you been up to? I was hoping to start Gazgul today, but he hasn't arrived. I don't know why he hasn't arrived. He should have arrived. Should I do a bit of dry? Yeah, let's get a bit of a dry brush on that actually. Where's my... Oh, there will be dry brushing, Alex. It's tanks. You need to use your dry brush. So it's a tiny little old dry brush I've got. I use for most of my silvers. You all know this, I'm sure. Take off excess paint. And then we're going to... Let's work with the direction of the like where the streaks come out, right? So there's a bit of dry brushing, a little bit of stippling, all with the same brush. Can you read out those comments if I miss anything out?
Of course I can. Watching crappy training videos for work and painting models.
Yeah, Mark's. I know Mark's off work at the moment. They closed his establishment down because of our lovely lockdown that we're going through at the moment.
Kay says, I've been starting making Christmas gifts. Hot sauce is waiting to be bottled, and infused Christmas boozes are starting to have the ingredients collected.
Okay, I remember you promised.
Yeah, me and Kay have discussed multiple things. The same way I might try and make some Christmas spice whiskey, because he's given me the know-how.
Scarlett asked me today what I wanted for Christmas, and I says, "Oh, Lego. You know I want Lego." And she was like, "Can't I knit you a Baby Yoda?" I was like, and no, I want Lego. She was like, but, and I was like, "No, listen, child." I was like, "That's not how Christmas works. Just because I'm the father doesn't mean I shouldn't have something I want. Look at that. Look at that with that bit of silver. Look how cool that is." Right, let's catch a little bit here as well on these edges. Just over some of these black edges. You can be a bit like, I want you to, if you're doing this stuff, you be a bit random. It's alright for some bits to be a bit heavy. It's alright for some bits to be a bit lighter.
Struggle with that when trying to paint the stars. I start putting, the first colour down.
Right.
And then I look at it and go, damn, they're really uniform stars.
Yeah. I got a little trick.
Lines.
There is kind of like, once you've been doing it long enough, you do end up working out a little bit of a technique of how to do it, where you have kind of got a little routine, but they don't look random. It's kind of a way of spreading them out. I actually try a little bit to form some kind of better known constellation shapes.
Yeah.
It works quite well. So I'm just getting in there with that. Look at that. It's very good. Look, you see? Let's see if I can get that in the light. Really nice, really realistic, really quick. Just added something massive to that. Very happy. While I got a little bit of this on my brush, I'll just clean that off.
Archnin says, work's been busy, the elections have been central to a lot of things, and I've been learning new cooking skills.
Ooh, what you been cooking?
Andreas says, evening dudes.
Andreas, I've just been bigging you up, dude.
Just in for a quickie to give you an update on the giveaway.
I saw your message come in, mate. I got some stuff going on at home that I haven't really had a chance to get to my messenger, but I love you, bro. It looks amazing. And I've told them that that will be one of our December giveaways. There's a bit of a Christmas, lots of stuff giveaway, because Archnin sent us some nice stuff too.
Richie C has appeared.
Richie C! I will be in touch soon, Richie C. I need to speak to you about some stuff. But, through the personal messaging services. I know you go to bed at 9, so it'll probably be tomorrow. I'll go to bed at 9. What's your problem, Al? Wait till you get to our age. What, Scarly? I did yesterday, babe. I'm in my bed at 9. I'm not necessarily asleep. But not on this night, but... So
now
just...
you get to stay up late and do a bit of painting.
Yeah.
Nice to you.
Because you're nice to me. I get to get up still my usual 6 o'clock, and I get to stay up really late for you lot. So these, I think, are meant to be the same colour as the tank, but there was so much, like, whatever you call it, so much sandy colour. I just wanted to add some more little bits.
Mr. Stander says, as much as I thought I was semi-happy with the stars I did, I was looking at them, then zoomed in photos. When I go back to tabletop difference, you can barely see the paint, let alone the shape.
They're just meant to be a dot. That's all they're meant to be. I always used to do lots of dots, and then I'd do one central, one like big star, right? And then I'd I'd feather out the blue, make it a little bit wider, and then I'd put like this crosshatch through it. But it was like pulled certain ways. Hi Lee. That it looked like a star burst, and then there'd be a couple of little ones. And remember, some of them that you put in the blue, you don't then go over all of them with the white. You just want to highlight some of them.
Archie says learning to cook some Korean dishes.
Oh.
And making fresh pasta for the first time in years.
Oh, it's quite hard, that, bro. But it's very, very rewarding if you get it. And once you've worked out how to do it, bro, I'll give you a little recipe on stream how to turn your fresh pasta into sweet pasta for Christmas. What you add to it and what you do to it. It's the weirdest thing to have explained to you. You'd be like, what? Are you mental? But genuinely, it really, really works.
Richie C says sounds ominous.
No, not ominous, bro.
Ominous. Like the word ominous.
You do like it.
Yeah.
Use it at work tomorrow.
I use it at work all the time.
Ominous?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good word then for you to use. We like you to have words that you don't normally use.
Wahey.
Who you waheying about?
Andreas has
sent pictures.
Sent a picture.
But then at least we could do is put it up.
Working on it.
So Alex is going to work on that. He's going to show you a lovely picture. So all I'm doing is going over some of those bits that I've done in this dark metal colour. Not all of it. Don't want to get rid of the darks completely. I do want some silvers coming through. And I'm hoping that these are all kind of things. Once you've got your base coats on, I didn't want to do, because it took, I've been working on this since about 10 o'clock this morning, right? I didn't want to do 2 hours of just airbrushing a base coat. I wanted to do the fun stuff that makes it pop alive, right? And you guys are like, oh, I want to do that. I am going to do my bit of metals on the turret though, if you don't mind.
Archie says I have to get that recipe before Christmas then.
Yeah, you do, bro. All it is, bro, if you get making fresh pasta good, right, and you've worked out and you've made your dough and you've done your normal fresh pasta, so you make exactly the same thing, but you put a glass of white wine in there as well, right, and then a little bit of orange, like zest, like the peel. You grate a tiny bit of orange zest, and then that's the sweeter mix. Then you roll it out to as thin as you can roll it, and I get a pastry cutter, you know, one of those little wheels, and I just cut it into like strips that comes out of the pasta machine, and then you pinch them and it looks like a little bow tie. Then you fill up a great big pot full of oil, vegetable oil, get it going, and then when it's hot enough you put them in and they go like prawn crackers, right? And if you've done the pasta right, they'll have these little air bubbles on them, and then when they come out, they don't take long, they come out of the oil. You put them on a piece of paper, obviously, to catch the excess, and then you sprinkle them with powdered sugar, or icing sugar if you're English, and they are the absolute nuts with a glass of wine. And they're called frappe. Well, they at least are in my family, because my mother's a bit of a southern Italian, and we found out recently that she's been teaching us words that are actually Arabic, because she doesn't actually know how to speak Italian properly. So I haven't done right to the tip of that yet. I'm just doing this back bit. I want to leave that bit of darker colour at the front.
Some more. Oh no.
Some more what?
Andreas has. So, this is a picture of the spaceship.
Oh, look at that.
Give away.
I can see he's not done as you're looking at it, the left-hand side wing yet. But he did show a picture recently on the UK Facebook page of the right-hand wing, and it looks amazing.
Then he's gone and started painting an A-wing.
Yeah, well, of course.
Oh, you love A-wings.
Let me see his A-wing.
Just working on it. One second. It's quite beautiful.
Everything Andreas paints is quite beautiful, like Andreas. Oh, that's so good. I love the engines. Oh, and
Yeah,
better guns.
but,
Oh, that's proper nice, dude. That's very good. Are you giving it those engines because you're going to give it that new upgrade thing? I've not paid much attention to X-Wing, I have to be honest. I know there's still a lot of competitive online X-Wing that's going on, but it doesn't float my boat one little bit. X-Wing's just about the people for me. Especially now, because I did really well and Sim did really well, and we got like a trophy cabinet brimming. I'm not actually that bothered about competing, but I am really bothered about not seeing my friends. So I'm always going to be about. As soon as X-Wing starts happening again, I will be in those rooms, whether I'm playing or not. But I haven't paid too much attention to what's going on in the game at the moment because, yeah, X-Wing's about getting in a room full of people, and I'm only going to pay attention once I'm going to be able to do that. Then I'll maybe do some crash course, and me and Al will play 7 million games in 2 weeks and brush up on how to play X-Wing again. Still get it wrong because you've watched us play X-Wing on stream.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We're having fun.
Get it wrong and not have judges look at you. Easy.
Yeah, it's easy then, isn't it? No one knows.
Distract them. Just say it confidently. And
Just
have your
get-
opponent believe it.
Just get Scarlet to judge us.
Yeah. She judges us.
I've got these couple of guns.
Some more messages. I have got photos from somebody else, but I'm going to work on those in a second. Archnin says, totally going to have to try that. I have the pasta recipe working well so far.
Okay, bro.
Wookie Outrider says, can I get a donations link, please? I can.
Look, Mark, what are you saying? So, for those of you that are donating, at the end of the month, there's a bigger bonus to donating from now on. So, apart from the incredibly warm feeling you're going to get out of donating and the fact that you're helping to keep the stream running, at the end of the month, the top 5 donators over that month get entered into a free art giveaway. This month's art giveaway is a pop vinyl, which is going to be custom painted as Christmas Baby Yoda. I did another one on stream. We had a lot of trouble with it. I'm not going to stream it because the green just doesn't want to work on stream. But this is going to be Christmas Baby Yoda holding a candy cane in Santa Claus's outfit. So you guys need that. Next month, if we hit a stream goal that I'm going to put up, if it turns up as well, because I have ordered it, I am going to be painting on stream the new Games Workshop Gazgul Fracker, which is a beast of a model, and I'm going to go mad. I'm going to really paint the pants out of it, and I'm going to give that away for December. Christmas is going to be a big one in December, lots and lots of giveaways, because it's Christmas, and I'm kind of giving back as much as I can. And I've got a lot of generous people that have sent us stuff in as well that we want to give away. So you see when I'm dry brushing as well, right? I'm not just going everywhere. I'm leaving some darker areas. I'm lightening some bits, especially on gun barrels and things, and you get a lot done. And I'm going to put a little glaze over that with some blue black, which is going to give it that metal look.
So Andrea says, thanks. No, that is an original A-wing, not one of those wannabe A-wings. Wookie Outrider says hi all, and then Adam Byatt
Hi Adam.
says there are some new things for Poe that would really go with your play style.
Yeah, these things, tail thrusty slide fingers.
Oh,
Whoa! Mr. Wookie, I love you. I think that's massively put him in the lead. Or put him in the running.
He's definitely in the running.
He's definitely in the running with a bid like that. So what we do, that's normally the last show of the month that gets drawn out. We keep you updated on that, so please keep watching back, even if you can't watch live, and we'll give you all the information as to when it becomes, when we're going to actually do it. It's normally the last show of the month. The last one was a YV666. Well, Richie C, I love you, dude. And the one before that was the Ogramoid Hemorrhoid Warcry model that I did. Beautiful, beautiful piece that Alex was very upset that I gave away.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, what is your problem? But then I painted some of Alex's super average fantasy fighting game, and he forgave me completely. Love you, Mark. That's so generous of you, man. Thank you so much. So I'm definitely concentrating on some of these, like the plain barrels, getting them lighter and leaving some dark areas. So although this is tabletop standard as such, it can still be nice, especially these big tanks. I've got to go a bit mad on this tank because it's pretty bloody cool, and I've always wanted to paint one of these, and they're so expensive to buy. It'd be a bit of a shame not to do it a little bit of justice. Have we done all our metal areas? I think we might have. I've got a little bit here to do.
Says overdrive thrusters gives Poe a 2-speed boost or 2-speed barrel rolls.
What?
Or another 270.
What? Okay.
And if you give him Daredevil, technically you can boost hard too.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I need one of those with a BB-8 on him. Oh, I miss Intensity Poe. BB-8 Intensity Poe was the best thing ever. I had so much fun with that ship.
I love the new Tamin Wexley pilot ability. I mean, you're going to have to tell us what these are.
Yeah, you are, because me and Alex are well behind the curve on this stuff, guys. So if there's a good one, kind of give us a summary, and then we'll know what you're talking about. I'll tell you what I love. I love The Mandalorian. The new episode, I shouted at the end of the episode again, not because of the amazing reveal, but because it was only 41 minutes long, and the credits are like 6 of those minutes, and I was very upset that I had to wait a week for more Mandalorian, because it was bloody brilliant. And Baby Yoda, I love you, man. Just keep him away from anything edible. He's so cute. Man, Mando's just the best thing. We don't watch Friday because Alex works Friday. So we made a house pact that we would all together Saturday watch. And we do. Saturday morning, probably about midday, we all go in the front room, me, Scarlett and Alex, and we sit down and we watch The Mandalorian. And it is just the best Star Wars. The best Star Wars. Has everyone seen it?
Well, we can't really discuss it, but watching you crease up.
Can I discuss just like one of the side characters I saw that really spoils anything? Because it's still set in the same location as last week's. Because I doubt you noticed it, because I've watched it twice now, by the way.
Oh, of course you have, yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah, but what do you mean, thanks, man? You weren't in, or you were asleep like you do till, 11.
Oh yeah, that's because 5:20 I was wandering down the road.
One day, Al. Don't turn that into like you do that every day, please. Right. So that's enough of me meddling. Look how much that's all popped out. It's very nice.
In the shooting phase, friends can close their foils and barrel roll and get a calculate for a strain. Don't remember the range band. That's Tamin's ability.
Okay.
So you can change your wing position.
In the shooting phase?
Yeah.
I don't like strains though.
Barrel roll? Yeah.
Only if you're not getting shot at, cool. But
that's it, just barrel roll out of what? And get a calculator, sweet.
Is that in like at the start of the shooting phase?
I guess so.
Is that once everyone else
has moved, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Mando was great this week. It's my Friday night watch with the wife. It's amazing.
So
right, okay, it's 0 to 3. Yeah.
This is just Agrax Earthshade pin washing, and I'm going to do some weathering with it as well in a minute. Oh, George, you plonker! It really would help if you washed your brush of silver before you did that. It's okay. It's just got a bit of a silvery pin wash. We'll fix that.
Highlight of episode 10 for me was the fact that they got Dave Filoni back in the next wing.
I love Dave Filoni back in the X-Wing.
I mean, to be honest,
and if any of you know anything about the other X-Wing pilot, he's very cool. So he's like an American actor or someone actor. I don't know if he's American actually. But he's famous for another show. But he's actually a big time Star Wars fan and a massive cosplayer. And yeah, it's really cool that they got someone like that. I heard a story about when they were fitting him out for his helmet. They got a helmet out and it was Biggs's helmet. And he was like, "Is that Biggs's helmet?" And they were like, "What? How did you know?" And he basically started crying because he had Biggs's actual helmet on his head. And he was like, "I just couldn't believe it." So the people that they've got involved are ridiculous. So I'm gonna do a little spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. In episode 10, the Mando is still in Tatooine at the beginning, because that's what you saw in episode 9. He's still riding home, and you see that. And he gets back to Mos Eisley, and he goes into the cantina. And as he walks in the cantina, because the great thing about it is all like in episode 9 was all the droids and the different bits and bobs that if you were looking hard, that are there for the fans. There is, I can't think of his name, but there's like this big white hairy beast that's in Rogue One, and he's like a rebel. I think he's part of Saw Gerrera's crew. He's stood at the bar, which was very cool. I'm going to give you another little story as well about the Mandalorian. So in The Empire Strikes Back, at Cloud City, in the background, right, and this is a big part of Star Wars Celebration, there is this guy in an orange jumpsuit, and he's carrying what is an old-fashioned ice cream maker, right? And a big part of Star Wars Celebration is like the hardcore Star Wars fans have given this guy a character name. I can't remember what they call him. But basically, he was so in the background, they just gave him this old ice cream maker to carry. So that ice cream maker, Jon Favreau, because he's a proper Star Wars fan, knows all about it. And that is the Cantona. So in the original series of Mandalorian, you know where the Imperial officer goes, "I've got all this Beskar," and he opens that thing up and the Beskar's in it. And then in episode 9, when the Marshal says, "I grabbed the Cantona and run," and it was full of Cyrax crystals or whatever they were. That Cantona, they then built a prop one that made it look Star Wars. So yeah, you've got to watch. There's this thing called The Blueprints, and it's all about the making of The Mandalorian, the first series. You've got to watch it, and then you'll understand why it's such good Star Wars, because it's made by people that really love Star Wars. The only bit of it that I hate is in some of the interviews they do with like the directors and people involved in the props. You've got Kathleen Kennedy sat in on some of them. I just want to punch her, because she don't love it like they do. She don't love it. She ruined it. She ruined the last 3 films. She's never been allowed to be involved. So I'm going over these rivets, and I'm going to do some weathering with this Agrax. So if you notice when I'm working with it, see what I'm doing now, right? I am doing some streaks, but I'm also kind of coming off and doing some little splotches and bits, right? See? Little bits and nuggies, or I don't know what you call them. Like I said, you want to remember this is also a canvas, and like it won't just pick up dirt and mess in the gaps. You'll get bits coming off the edge of armour plates. You'll get little bits of dirt and so on built up. So once you start adding stuff like that, it starts to really make things interesting, right? And you'll start to see how this whole front section is going to build up, and we'll go through this process.
So Archinin said he is a member of the 501st Legion.
That's it.
Mr. Stander says, so basically every C-70 closes its foils every turn, gaining a focus link barrel roll, and then opens them for combat and doesn't suffer the 1 dice attack penalty, but instead gets a calculate.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Kay says Moroff is the big hairy guy from
That's
the
it.
Source crew.
That's it.
And Will Rowe Hood is the guy saving the ice cream
Will
machine.
Rowe Hood. Will Rowe Hood. That's his name. They even made an action figure of him because of how much the fans loved this guy. It became like this legendary thing.
He was saving the ice cream machine from Cloud
He
City.
was saving the ice cream machine. But they turned that ice cream machine into this cantona, which is like a...
full of good stuff.
Full of whatever. So
Well,
you
it's
can...
just like a backpack, right?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Or
whatever.
briefcase.
Yeah. I love that. I really love that background detail that is so rich. I think that's what makes The Mandalorian so good.
But it doesn't work on every film, does it?
What do you mean?
Well, like when we watched the new cut of
No, but
New Hope, and you just had all those weird zany things appearing in shot every 5 minutes.
yeah, I didn't like the whatever edition of the New Hope. Thankfully, I've still got the original cinematic versions before George Lucas went back and ruined it. There was something else they added, Jon Favreau added into one of the episodes as like an homage. Yeah, that was it. It was. So the Mandalorian's gun, that big disintegrator rifle he uses, that comes from the Christmas special. It was the weapon Boba Fett had. And he was using it because that was the first ever appearance of Boba Fett. And he was using it to tame like the big beast he was riding. On set they had George Lucas in and Jon Favreau's like, I don't know if you noticed, but I put that in as an homage to you. And even George Lucas didn't know. He was like, I didn't design it. So like this Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they are the biggest Star Wars fans in the world. Bigger than the guy that wrote it. They just need to hand all of the franchise over to those two. And I actually don't think we're going to see any more of the character that got us all so excited in episode 9. I'm not going to say who it is, just in case someone hasn't seen that, because I've heard rumours he's getting his own standalone series. Did you know that, Alex?
I didn't know that, but I also don't believe it until I see it. Do you know how many times that character in general has been threatened to have a movie or animated cartoon or a comic or and then they just never did it. In preparation, Mr. Stander says, in preparation for series 2, Jude and I binged series 1 again last weekend as a refresher. Only managed one of the 2 new episodes so far, so
Okay, well, I haven't given no spoilers away, really, about it, just apart from a guy stood at a bar, which isn't really a spoiler, it's actually background. But you've got to look. There's little bits which are really great. There's another character, a droid, in episode 2 or episode 10, that's from New Hope that I loved, that you didn't notice at first, and I told you, remember?
yes.
But I won't spoil it for you, Mr. Stander. But little things like that, I love that. Love when they're doing that.
Let's have a look. Kay says, have you seen the trailer for the Lego Star Wars Holiday?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I can't wait for it. And I'm like a big fan of the Lego Star Wars cartoons as well. Like one of my favourites is the Freemaker Adventures. I'm a big Lego collector. And I've got most of the Freemaker Lego apart from the Arrowhead. But you've got to watch it. Genuinely, they tied it in with canon. They're great. I think they're absolutely brilliant.
There's lots of love from other people for the Lego special. And then Richie C says, did you spot the Iron Man reference?
In
Mando. It comes in episode 1.
Well, it's been a while since I watched episode 1.
No, in chapter 9. Yeah, episode 1 of season 2.
Let me try and think about it. Richie C, I'm going to have to say I probably didn't. You can tell us, because I think we're in good company here at the moment with everyone seeing episode 9. What was it, Rich?
Andrea says the ambient phase pulse blaster.
That's it, the ambient phase pulse blaster.
Captain Rex says, I think he'll come back for his armour at some point.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love that to happen. I'm not sure it will.
I reckon his bike gets robbed by Jawas.
I'm not sure it will at all. I think that was just there for, like, fan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? As a pure Easter egg, just to, like, go, he's alive.
Yeah. Arshina says, the only concrete thing I have heard in that season 3 of the Mando has already started filming.
Oh.
Drea says R4D5.
Yep. No, what? No, that's not the droid I'm talking about. But yeah, there is R4. That's in episode 9.
Kay says...
And they even painted him with the... Because he works around Mos Eisley. They even painted him, because I watched this in the making of, they painted him to have the damage on his dome where his motivator went in New Hope, which I just love that attention to detail. I really do. Go on, Kay says.
Kay says... Scroll down. I'm watching Freemaker's Adventures with my son. He thinks it's brilliant as well.
I really, really love it.
Roger is one of the best characters.
Rogers likes a bit of 30 weight.
Yeah. But he might not be that far yet.
I really, really enjoy those silly kids cartoons. And Lego's just... The Lego stuff that they've done, the animated stuff, is just brilliant.
Captain Rex says, unless it's me, right? Yeah, that's fair. Richie C says, the bit where Varth shoots the speeder with the rocket is a near-on carbon copy of the scene in the first Iron Man film where he shoots the tank with a rocket.
I don't know, man. When he shoots the tank with a rocket in the first Iron Man, I don't know, because that's all out of his wrist. And it's the way he turns around and walks off. I don't know, Rich. I don't know if I agree. You might be right, though.
See, I thought it would be more that mini launcher he's got. I thought that was straight out of Iron Man.
What mini launcher?
You know, the one that, like, fires out of his wrist and can hit multiple people.
Ah, the hummingbird thing.
Yeah.
Or the whistling whatever.
Yeah.
I love that, where he closes the cradle.
Yeah.
Where he knows. He's like, oh dear, it's all going to kick off. It's all going to kick off.
Yeah. I love the comedy in the Lego one. Still chuckle when C-3PO lifts R2-D2's lid and throws up in him.
It's the Emperor. It's the Emperor. The Emperor's hilarious. Just crank calling everyone.
10 US. I know, but Favreau did Mando and Iron Man, so yeah. Also, if any of you have some spare time and Netflix, the Chef Show with Jon Favreau is wicked.
It is wicked, the Chef Show.
And they cook at Skywalker Ranch.
They do.
And Bill Barr's in.
Is he one of he's the thingy bob guy, isn't he?
He is that one guy.
The one with the bald head.
Yeah.
Who's the bounty hunter that go and broke the Twi'lek out.
Yeah. That was a great episode.
That was a great episode. So like that, the devil guy that's in that, where he's like, you're tiny. He was like a background character as well in New Hope, and they've done a lot of that where they've taken a lot of the like insignificant background characters and really fleshed them out. A bit like IG-88. Everyone knows who IG-88 is, but no, IG-88 did nothing. You know, when they filmed it, he didn't even have legs. He was made up of what was left of the cantina set from New Hope. it was just basically filler for Boba Fett to make Boba Fett look cooler, and he's become a whole character on his own. So you can see how we've gone from like really bland, and we're starting to, just with these washes, we're starting to really, it's starting to come alive, right? So we're pin washing and we're doing like detail weathering with this Agrax, or whatever colour you wanted to use, but generally nice brown, black brown is going to work for you. And I'm going to work with the way this thing will have been like hitting the atmosphere or hitting its environment. I think you understand what everything's kind of going the same way.
Archnan says the chef show and the movie were great. Have you seen the movie? The Chef.
The Chef, the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a wicked film.
It's very good. Andrea says, funny thing with Mando's sniper rifle is that it has a disintegration beam, and Vader told Boba in Empire Strikes
No
Back-
disintegrations.
Yeah, love that reference. Wookie Outrider says, Chef show is great, makes my mouth water every time.
Yeah. He's a very talented guy, Mr. Favreau. You kind of got to hate him like that. He's funny, he's charming.
Yeah, but like now he's given us the Mandalorian. I can't hate his talent because at least his talent's in the right place.
You can always hate someone's talent, Alex. Trust me, I know about that.
Captain Rex says Devalorian is the name of the big angry.
Devorian. Yes,
Devorian,
yes. Captain Rex.
He also asks why you're using GW shades rather than Vallejo washes.
Who?
Captain Rex.
I haven't got any Vallejo washes. Oh, you mean these?
Model wash.
Model
Yeah.
wash. Because model wash doesn't work like this. It's a much lighter consistency. It doesn't stain as well. I have to do a lot more layers, and it comes off quite easy. I wouldn't use it for this. I much prefer to use Agrax Earthshave for this, what I'm doing. So, and as well as I'm using this, right, if you notice that as my brush is loaded, I get a much heavier result, and then as my brush starts to get less paint, then I can bring it onto areas and it's much subtler, right? It's not as strong. So that's something you guys can know as well, as far as an actual how the actual product works. Okay, look at the difference. So from that really bland front with that little bit of airbrush, little bit of dry brush, and this Agrax, because that's what I've been doing in other places. I did try to get this kind of bulked out. I haven't exactly got to the point where I want to stop with the rest of it. Yeah, I'm not going to try and go over the whole model and get it to a finished point, as much as I would have loved to have done that today. This is a big thing, and it is about me not rushing too much, because I've got to do this for someone, so I can't just get it done for the sake of getting it done. And I'm not going to try and hit everything, or I will rush it to the point. I want to tackle some other techniques today. I'm just going to do a little bit more though, and then I'm going to crack on with a couple other techniques. But we're certainly getting there with it.
Okay, it says, Chef the film is hilarious. John Favreau is in a love triangle with Scarlett Johansson and Sophia, don't even know how you pronounce that, Vergara. So obviously he wrote, directed and cast her. Wiki Outrider says, to be fair, if you're going to be in a love triangle, it might as well be with those two.
Right film where I get Gundam.
Write a film what?
I
I'd write a film where I'd get a Gundam and probably smash up some aliens.
Where you get a Gundam.
Yeah.
That's called Pacific Rim, Alex.
Yep. I can sell that.
I didn't mind that film.
It was quite good. Enjoyed both of them.
I watched a weird film the other day. It's called Doomsday 2008, where, weirdly enough, there's been a big virus. And I didn't pick it because of that. I picked it because it was like, what is this on Netflix? And I was just doing nothing. And it was just weird. It was like a mix of Mad Max and 28 Days Later. But it was still a bit fun. Alex walked in and was like, what are you watching? And I was like, honestly, Al, I'm not sure.
There was some explosions.
There was
some death.
Some car chases, some
Yeah.
cannibalism, some...
It was alright.
It was.
Yeah.
It was just, alright.
It was just alright.
It was just alright.
He said, haha, the English Mad Max. That was Andreas.
Yeah, it was the English Mad Max. Clearly not with a budget anything like Mad Max. It did have Bob Hoskins in it, and you've got to love a bit of Bob.
That's the one where Scotland has developed into violent anarchy, isn't it? Also known
As
as
Scotland.
the News at 10 up here.
It's just Scotland, right?
Rookie Outrider, Doomsday, brilliant, Scottish cannibals and medieval knights.
Yeah, I didn't get the medieval bit. I've got to be honest. The bit where they got to the castle, I was like, what? Where did you get all the outfits? Where have you got like period correct medieval outfits? Did they go, right, before we go and create our medieval splinter society, let's all raid a museum? I didn't get that bit. That bit didn't ring true with me at all. I just found that a little bit. I could get them living like that, but it was the outfits that I didn't like. So much fun with this stuff. It's really starting to come alive. Really, really starting to come alive.
You're coming quite low on the screen. Oh. It is.
Hi, Kev.
Kevin.
Guess whose this is for? Not you. It is. But you can't have it now because I really like it. This might be your tank, mate. Oh, by the way, your whole army's painted apart from your 3 characters and this. So you'll be getting a call at the end of the week to tell you to come and pick it all up.
Get your army out my house.
Get your army out my house, boy. Before I sell it to a man on eBay.
That's amazing. I think he likes it. You can't have it now.
Price just went up. It's a beautiful model. It is a beautiful model. I'm not going to like... We can argue all day long, Alex, about who's got the best Star Wars, but...
Me. Yeah.
No. As like I said, we can argue all day long, but this model is stunning.
Yeah.
Scarlett walked in and went, that's cool. And she didn't know what it was, but she thought it was cool.
Of course you did.
It's not the best Star Wars, Alex. Come on, man. Come on. You
Kev
got...
says,
Yeah.
you're amazing, thank you. I've just put my kidney on eBay.
It really isn't that much, mate. I wish it was. I work for stupidly low money. What I'm charging you for this, you probably earn... The whole army, you probably earn in about 3 days, brother. So...
Be shattered.
Hi, shattered. That's what you say when I say that stuff. You go, hi, shattered.
Yes, that's as far as my sympathy extends most of the time.
Well, Kev, I started at 6. I'm still going, bro. I get it. You should have kids. You never go to bed then. Never properly get to rest. Let's go do a bit here. Needs a bit here. Needs grime would catch here, definitely. Scarlouche is in the house. Brat, 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 brat.
Not really, I'm going.
Scarlouche is in the man cave. Say hi to everyone before you go. You can't just rudely walk through my stream without saying hello.
I wasn't gonna.
Good. Will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
I would like another Red Bull, and I would like you to bring me that piece of artwork you did. It's in your wardrobe. I put it in there. I want to show the stream. Please, it's amazing. I wouldn't even ask if I didn't think it was amazing. Please go and get it.
Okay.
I love you. Thank you. Just say hello. Say hello to everyone first. Come back. The camera's there. No, come in a bit more and wave. I guess it. Okay.
Come on. It's confusing.
That's my girl, everyone. She's beautiful.
Andrea says, though Netflix have Fury Road, that is one of my favourite movies.
Andreas, I'm totally with you on that. Fury Road is one of my favourite films.
And here we go. And he says, and if you want, oh snap, people are messaging this again. If you want a lovely weird show, you should see Love, Death, Robots.
Dude, who was that?
That was Andreas.
Andreas. Alex introduced me to Love, Death, Robots a few months ago, and we sat and watched them all. Any of you that have got children, please watch them all before you let your children see them. There's only one or two that are suitable for kids. But they are just phenomenal. They're just phenomenal. Love them, bro. Very good taste.
Kev says, I've done about 24 hours work in 2 days. I'm also not sleeping well. Only got about 4 hours last night. Says, hello, Scarlett. Best jalapeno in the house. And they sure are, from Andrea.
Yeah, they're amazing. There's meant to be another season of those, isn't there, coming?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully one day. I remember one of the times I went round to chill with Richie C. I showed him and salted them. Oh, we got an invader.
Oh, we got a dog in the house. Pepper, come here. Quickly, up. Say hello to everyone. Up. Dog in the house. Look at the camera. Wave. Hi. Okay, that's enough. Go on, out you go. Go on, good girl. That's my dog. One of my dogs. Love my dogs. They're a bit smelly at the moment.
Go on, Pepper.
They need a bath. Wow, it's starting to look ridiculously good. Will you close that door a bit?
No worries. There was a hello, Pepper. Have you discussed Mandalorian this week?
We have discussed Mandalorian.
We can't discuss too much.
We can't discuss too much. We always give it a week, but we've been discussing last week's show and some elements of, the actual making of the first series.
He's beautiful and I love her is important. All dogs know these. The two things are true.
She's my baby, man. She's my favourite. She really is. I do love her to bits, my Pepper.
Andrea says, Miss Potts, did you name Pepper after Pepper Potts from Iron Man?
No.
No, it's just because
she was called Pepper when we brought her.
Patch Salt.
which was weird because we brought her as a puppy, whereas Patch is a rescue, and he was called Patch, obviously. But normally when you get a puppy, they ain't got a name. But she come and she was called Pepper. I didn't name her Miss Potts. Wait, if you think this is good, wait.
What happened? You look traumatised.
I'm not traumatised.
What, because I'm going to show the stream?
No.
What's up? Can you tell us? Is it a funny story? Did you tread in poo?
No.
What did you do?
Pepper
Yeah.
pooed on the floor.
In the kitchen.
And it was little, and I've just had to go and manhandle it. Not with my actual hands.
No.
With your tongue.
Yeah, sure.
cleaned it up.
And then I've got to go inside, and then I've got to spray, and I've got to make it.
Oh, you'll do it. You'll do it. You're a good girl. I love you.
You got this. I've done at least the last
So,
3 incidents involving.
The other day, Scarlett did some artwork in her room, right? I've got to show you this bit of artwork, and it's ridiculous. And she come in, and I was in bed, chilling, and she went, Dad, can I show you this drawing? And, you know, I was expecting kind of your average thing. Look at this. Look at that. Look at what she did. So these are her pencil shavings, which are the actual coloured scrapings. And then these, look at that.
Andrea says what?
Yeah, I'm going to like cut it and I'm going to frame it. It's so cool.
That's very clever. That's so cool.
How
Beautiful
cool
work,
is that?
Scarlett.
She's smiling, everyone. Yeah, how cool is that? So proud of her.
Such creativity.
Yeah,
Awesome work,
that
Scarlett.
is just... I was like, what the hell have you done? Look at my little... you can't even see. Look at my little smiley face. Proper happy. She gets that from me. Who else? Yeah, babe. Amazing. Take it in. Keep it safe. Beautiful. And by the way, I hoovered up all the pencil shavings all over your bedroom. Thanks for
You
that.
told me this in
I have, but I haven't told you on stream.
Nice.
And used it as some sort of like embarrassment tactic.
Definitely worth framing.
Isn't it worth framing? It is so worth framing. Right, so I'm going to move on a little bit. Oh, we're 20 past. I haven't done bad. That was empty. I need to open another one. I just have a bit more. Keep my energy up. I think I'm pretty much done with my agrex on this whole... Let me just do a couple more bits just here at the back and then I'll move on, I promise, to the next technique. Because then I've got this actual main body done. I'm not going to try and do the turret, can't see. Just want to do a couple more bits. As you can see, I've already started doing some other stuff. I was experimenting to see if it'd work. At the back. So yeah, I reckon talking about the Mandalorian is the way forward. I love the chat went mad. We need Mandalorian, otherwise the stream just gets very quiet. But we talk about the Mandalorian and you all love it. Really, you got to watch the blueprints. The last one I watched, I think I re-watched the last. There's so many episodes of this blueprint, and it was all about the set and the props, and then it was talking about. So in the last couple of episodes of season 1, where you've got that Imperial officer, I can't think of their names right now, and you've got all those stormtroopers. They were 501st Legion, and they put a call in to get them on set. And when they turned up on set, they didn't know where they were going. They just thought they were attending some kind of charity event or something like that, because they do a lot of that in conjunction with Disney and Lucasfilm and this, that and the other. They're called upon. But they had no idea because it was still all secret. And when they got there, if you actually watch it and you hear these guys talking about it, they were like, we were so happy we all had helmets on anyway, because pretty much every one of us was crying under the helmet that we were actually in Star Wars. And if you think about it as a cosplayer, a set of Stormtrooper armour, anyone can buy a set of Stormtrooper armour. You make your own, etc., etc. You can buy it. But to say your set of Stormtrooper armour was on screen, wow. Like, what a gift that they gave these guys. And they were just talking about how, like, they needed no direction. These guys knew how to look like stormtroopers, how to hold their guns, all of that. I just think that's why the Mandalorian is as good as it is.
Have you seen the radio-controlled Baby Yoda?
What? I have not seen the radio-controlled Baby Yoda, Ulfric.
And then Pretty trash joke, but
Yeah, I read it and then I just chose to move on, Alex.
Cool, no worries.
I chose to move on. And we were having a good chat then, Paul, as well. You know, about Star Wars and about things a lot of people love. And then you do that. You start by like giving me a little bit of a OCD about my sound, and then you drop one of those bad jokes. And you were being good up until then. Where's Mrs. P? Because she will give you a slap for me if I ask her.
She might be at work. That's why he's acting up.
That's why he's showing off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear the you wear the controller on your wrist. Like a Mando. I'll make a guess who the Mandalorian is he's speaking to in the next episode.
What?
I'd make a guess who the Mandalorian is. He's seeking in the next episode. She's got an extra shift tonight. Won't be home from work until 7 a.m.
Well, have you watched episode 10, Kev? Have you watched the latest episode?
Yeah, of course he has.
I don't know. I don't know if he's got Disney Plus.
Of course he has.
I don't know if he's got Disney Plus. Okay, let's just stop now.
Kev says yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because obviously he's going to seek out a Mandalorian, isn't he?
He is, but...
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. He's dropping...
No, he's dropping...
Shh!
Yeah.
We can't talk too much about it.
Yeah.
What Kev is alluding to is that something. We're not meant to talk about it, Kev, too much at the moment because someone in the chat's not seen it.
We should just like do a stream on Saturdays. That's just talk about the Mandalorian.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Oh, this Saturday,
We'll just
everyone,
watch it and we'll just
because
talk
we're
about the
streaming. We're going to watch
Mandalorian.
before stream. Andreas, lovely bro, love you to bits. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Right, let's crack on with another technique now. So what we're going to do now is get out some black. And we're going to do a bit more chipping and stuff. I'm going to do that first. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do this first. Okay, let's get my glasses on again and find my thing. Okay, so what I got here is a pair of tweezers and a bit of sponge that I've ripped up. And I use the tweezers because it just makes things more controllable. And you can see I've already started. So I'm going to get me a bit of sponge and I'm going to dip it in some black paint. Really Blue Peter. And you take off your excess. And so as you can see, underneath and on some of these edges we've got some chipping. We've got some like black chipping. It's done with this. This is going to give you those tiny little scratches and chips, but in such a random manner that trying to do that with a brush. And here's another little thing you can do, right? So where you got these panel lines, you can go right over both, it don't matter, but you can also on some of them just have a bit of light tape.
All three says £60 for the child.
You see, and then you get the chip on one bit of metal, but it doesn't go across to the next bit. Let me just do a tiny bit more there.
And Captain Rex says, did you know that the Marshal from episode 9 was a member of Crimson Dawn?
I didn't know that. How did you find out that incredibly interesting bit of information, Captain Rex?
Maybe he's got like a mad tattoo somewhere. Like all of the other Crimson Dawn people. They're mad Crimson Dawn tattoos.
I didn't notice that, and that was very good for you to have worked that out straight away, young Alexander.
I mean, I could be just speculating. Like.
You could just be speculating, you are right.
but like bar one member of Crimson Dawn, everybody else you've seen has had the mad tattoos. And like, I'm pretty sure Darth Maul is just.
He's
not
mentioned
really, he's a
in the
bit-
Aftermath series of books. Are the Aftermath, are they canon? I think I've read one.
Is that Thrawn's lot? Aftermath.
No, that's Nora, I think, the Aftermath. And Temin. Am I right, Captain Rex? I only read one. I got the second one, I never got round to reading it. I'm not a big reader, I've got to be honest. It's 2050, so it would be canon. Yeah, I think it is that series of books. If Ash was here, Ash would know. One day I'll get him in and we'll do a Rasta and Ash. And Nanny Bot, of course, but we'll do a Rasta Ash. And just get him to come in and talk about Star Wars. You see what I'm doing with these nice black bits? Rasta, that was the way. That was the way, Rasta and Ash. Where it all started, man. The Rasta and Ash show. It was so much fun, that was. Back when I was good at X-Wing. And X-Wing, you actually played with people. Before lockdown, schmockdown. Nonsense that we're all living under at the moment.
It's 2015, so should be canon. Yes, they are canon.
Who said that?
Captain Rex and Wookiee Outrider.
Cool.
And then Captain Rex. I miss those shows. Still have a few in the archive.
I think they're still on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really miss doing that. But yeah. Sometimes you've got to let the past die, right? In the words of Kylo Ren.
Kill it if you have to.
Kill it if you have to.
Does that mean you gotta go kill it?
Nah, I'd never kill Ash. I'd kill him softly with my love. No, I haven't killed Ash. Well, they haven't found the body anyway, so there's no proof of anything. Did you know, everyone, Ash got COVID right at the beginning? Bless his poor little socks. But thankfully, he got over it. Because Ash is one of our post people. He was very ill, though. He was very ill. It did smash him to bits. He told me all about it, and it wasn't very nice at all. Ash lives. Fact. Well, it's a bit strong. Fact. Rumoured that Ash lives.
So, I mean, Wookiee Outrider might be looking in through his window or something currently.
Oh, I love you, Ash.
Well, more just like, let's just say the word and I break his neck. Bring out your dead. I'm getting better, says Mark there, brother.
See, these really nice. This sponge technique. You've got to be careful with it. Take your time. And then you can also, you rip other bits of sponge to give you slightly different patterns. Is Kev still there? You still there, Kev? Archnin, you going? Going to have lunch. One love, Archnin. I love you, bro, and thank you like a million billion for everything you sent across to the stream. We should be giving some of that out on Saturday and, of course, next month. Love you, bro. Oh, Kev is there. Alex, I would like you to get me, but put them over there so you can't see.
Yes.
I would like a battle droid.
Yes.
You can pick a nice one. I would like a super battle droid. I would like a commando droid. I would like a droidica.
You just like one of each. Right?
I'd like one of each.
Cool.
But you can't have a stab because they're not mounted yet.
Yeah, no worries.
But just to give them an idea of what it's all gonna look like.
Cool. Well, we already made that battle droid famous, so we'll pick another one.
Yeah, and pick another one now. He's had his time in the light.
Quite like this dude. They look sick.
You like them, don't you?
Yeah.
And I haven't completely finished yet, Kev. The bases are not finished. I've still got a little bit of foliage work to do on the bases.
That's just the most classic. Oh,
And none of the characters. And if Grievous, what's his name don't turn up, Gazgul don't turn up in the next few days, I may well be doing one of Kev's characters on Saturday. And Kev will just have to wait till next week for that character. Probably Grievous. I was going to do Grievous tonight, honestly, but then I started painting this and I was like, nah, let's do a weathering one, because a lot of people have asked for weathering. Oh, look, I missed that whole area around there.
that is one of each. Where did you want me to put them?
Just put them there, because no one can see there.
Cool. No worries.
Oh yeah, on my little table. It's cool, move my little table over. So you can see this is all clean here, I haven't done anything. You are?
He's got like a sword. It's wicked.
And let me tell you something, Kev. Sticking together a CIS army is no mean joke. Sticking together commando droids, they need a punch in the face for that design. Whoever designed sticking them together and getting those shields to fit, but not actually gluing them, because you can't stick them together and then paint them. No, you got to make sure they all come apart, then paint it all in pieces. And I need one that hasn't got a shield. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
You don't think the commando droid's better than that? He's got the binoculars in his hand. Have a look at it. He's one of my favourites. Or the sniper one.
Yeah, I picked up the sniper one first, but then I saw the sword, and that was, and like the grenade's cool. Very cool.
Let's get a little bit more black. Where's my black? There's my black.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm gonna pick the sniper. I think.
Kev, just sticking together the army took me 11 hours.
Don't know. And not only did
And it was like, I had my much down. Right? I had a technique, and there's a lot of little fiddly parts, man.
it's when you came,
Like two-part heads. Two-part heads.
you were a broken man. When
I was a
you walked in the
broken
door.
man, a big headache.
We've got any Red Bull
I don't want to stick no more things together.
Never doing that again.
And never, that's it. Who's the only one of them I'm ever painting?
Whoa. Let's have a look. Going for lunch. It's a line from the Holy Grail. It doesn't translate very well to text.
What?
Okay. Not sure. Oh, bring out your dead. Right. Yeah.
Bring out your dead. Alex has not seen those.
I've
Even
seen
though,
the Holy Grail.
have you though?
That's the only one that I've seen.
Can you quote anything else apart from that line from the Holy Grail, Alex?
Quote it. Yeah.
Come on, something.
Tis but a flesh wound, right? With the the night guy that gets hacked up.
Any
bite
more?
your
Any
ankles
more?
off.
There must be more of that you can quote than then "'Tis but a flesh wound."
It's a long time ago. Sorry, man.
We are the knights who say "Nee."
They had like coconuts.
No, that was Brave Sir Robin. Brave, brave, brave Sir Robin. So good, those films.
Kev says I'll just go get the tissues, lol. Darth Maul is out in a couple of weeks. Mr. Sanders says I repainted the fire on that cooking human piece. This time I didn't paint the colours upside down. Kev says I've heard they're tricky. Kay says, I bought a box of commando droids to light the shields, then looked at the sprues and decided save it for when I'm feeling really sharp.
Oh, dude, man. Droidicas. What the hell are they about? Sticking those things together. And their instructions are the worst thing ever. Their instruction manuals are basically non-existent.
And Kev says, worse than painting those Armada squadrons.
Yeah, because I didn't have to stick those together, man. And it wasn't 78 million battle droids. Right. Kev. Battle droid. Just a quick look.
That's my favourite one.
This is your favourite one?
Yeah.
Battle droid.
Because you know that he's about to put down the binoculars and go, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And there's a Jedi right there.
Commando droids. I like him. Pew pew pew. I haven't finished bases, still got stuff to do. Super battle droids. I know it's just silver, but it was actually a lot of work. Super battle droids.
Love that.
You like these, don't you?
Yeah. I like all of them.
And none of these have had varnish yet as well, so you're seeing a little bit of gloss from certain inks. Droidicas. That's what you're seeing on here, is the ink wash. Grab us a stap, just on a cocktail stick.
It's that episode of Simpsons, right? If it's on a cocktail stick, it's free.
Stap. Zoom, zoom, zoom. They look pretty good. They look good together. They're a pretty good match.
I don't see a difference.
No, there ain't, is there? It's good. It's not bad for a colourblind guy. Right, that's it, Kev. But there's a lot. They're like, you know when you get ants in the kitchen? That's what my man cave looks like. Right, a little bit more of this just on the front, and then I'm going to move on to another little technique, and then we're getting close to finishing. Not just the piece, well, this piece, but the actual string.
He says he's very impressed.
Good, good. And they look even better on mass, mate. You know what it's like. You do anything on mass, and you put them all together, and they look lovely. Just a little bit more of this on the front. There wasn't enough. Just there. Too good for Kev. Make it January art giveaway. Nah, that's not a bad idea, Paul. Kev, thanks for that offer. We're going to be giving it away on January's stream, everyone. All you got to do is find Kev's house and go and get them. I would warn you, there is a Wookiee that lives there. So...
this is my time to shine.
What? Are you going to rob Kev?
No, I'm just going to sell information.
You're going to be like that boffin. You're going to be like
one
that
seedy guy.
that one seedy guy.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in where that army's going to be, contact Nannybot. High bids, because Christmas is coming up and I want some Lego. So high bids only. We'll get some information. We'll definitely get a county at least. Alright, I'm liking this now. This is looking like we're about done with this.
Kept sitting there rubbing his hands together at the moment going, yeah, well, when we get back to real competition, I heard there's bonus points for best painted army for Legion. So
This has come out ridiculous, this has come out so nice. Right, so I'm going to stop there with me sponging, and the last thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to start using some of these. So this is MIG weathering powder. You can use Forge World weathering powders, but I tried to open the pot and look what happened to my lid. So I didn't want to go any further with trying to open that lid, so I'm just going to leave that there. And I'm going to use MIG. So this is MIG. Other weathering powders are available. This is dark mud. Where's my little brush? So I got this little brush and I cut it down a bit. Right, now this stuff's a bit messy, right? So you've got to be careful. And what I want to do is in these kind of, I don't know what you call this. You'll see where I'm working.
I'll start bidding at 1 pineapple pizza and a bottle of Bud. Oh, well.
Who's that? Paul?
No, that was Wookie Outrider, so that's,
Well, look, man, have you never watched this show before? Like pineapple pizza. So the excess, you need to blow it off.
And Mr. Sanders says recesses.
Be careful of getting this stuff on your clothes. It does stain.
Buenas noches.
Skalush, how are
I was
you?
gonna say something Spanish.
What were you going to say?
What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
You can't remember any of your Spanish?
She hasn't learned Spanish yet.
Yes, she did.
I learnt Spanish in primary.
She was really
fair.
quite good at it as well.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you were. You used to come back talking Espanol all the time. Or was that? Yeah, it was you. I thought you were good at it. You just forgotten.
I can say numbers and colours and like how my name is spelled.
Go on then.
No.
Why not?
No.
Ooh.
What?
Ooh.
Did you get a good offer?
Yeah, well, I'll meet that with a Bud pizza and a pineapple beer. Okay, alright, I guess there's something to hang through. Seeing all of those minis has really cheered me up after today. Kev says, Wookie Outrider says, that sounds even better. Kay says, I'll raise you a deep fried calzone and a spiced rum.
Oh,
Kay
Kay's
is
in the
definitely
lead.
winning.
Kay's in the lead.
Do you reckon the people in the bar ever feel bad where they sell the information knowing full well they're going to walk into an angry Wookie and just get killed? Or do you reckon the guy in the bar just goes, well, that just means I can start the bidding process again? Like, yeah, I wouldn't feel bad. Just let people go to their job.
So this stuff, like you rub it. I love the subtlety of it, the way it works. You get black, you get all sorts of rust colours. I just really, really like this stuff. And it's a little tool that you should all be aware of. Really easy. This is right out of the pages of like traditional military modelling, right out of the pages of actual prop building for film. And it genuinely looks like dusty, grimy, cruddy stuff. So if you see, I put some on and then I blew off the excess. And then I kind of softened off what's there a little see some really nice. Look at that. It works well just like that as well. Just as a bit of a discolorer. I'm sure my lamp is dropping lower and lower because it keeps touching my head now.
Okay.
Whoa! Did you see? Whoa! Can you see the camera wobbling?
Yeah.
That's something outside doing that. Whoa! There's like a. I don't know.
I can't feel the floor vibrating.
Didn't you hear it? A big train or something.
Bucket falling down the stairs.
I'll raise you 2 fried chickens and a Coke.
Well, that wouldn't even be enough to feed Johnny Cannon for 10 minutes.
Surely you sell information to somebody who you want to Wookiee to kill. Not
That's a
somebody
great
that's like,
idea.
"Okay,
Who thought of that?
Mr. Stander.
That's a good idea, Mr. Stander. See, occasionally you have a good input on the stream.
Some nugs and a Stella.
Some nuggies.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Mara Fairbrother.
Oh, it's telling me everything I need to know about a person is the quality of their bed.
A meat pie, some mash, and a nice stout.
Nah.
All quick says earthquake. Kev says, I
Oh,
felt a
man,
trap
Mark,
last
man.
night.
Mark. Oh. Mash. And I don't drink beer. I suppose you're not even trying to bribe me. But I am part of the household. So it's always good to bribe me too. So, just get some of this schmuckus under
Okay,
here.
says you want chicken wings or chicken legs?
I want a whole fried chicken. Okay. And then I'm going to do something else as well, just on top of this. I just want to show you what happens when I do it with this.
Rasta is a man of taste. He drinks good rum. Mr. Stander says, I love mashed potato sandwiches. I can imagine, like...
Seriously, can you imagine how hard I'd punch him if he
I
gave me
could
a
just
mashed
imagine
potato sandwich
You getting served a mashed potato sandwich.
and smashing them in their face with it?
You did, like, it would be a prison thing.
I
And
would.
You
I'd
go
end
back
up
to your
in prison.
table and just make a shank out of mashed potato.
And just-
Go back and stab the person in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
The judge would be like, "What happened?" Oh, the guy brought me a mashed potato sandwich, Your Honour. And as long as I got an Italian judge, I'd be all right. They'd be like, "Okay, fair." Mashed potato sandwich. Is that a joke or is that?
Pie and mash sandwich, Wookiee Outrider says.
Just give me the pie and mash. But that's the only time I eat mash. It's got to be like that East London pie and mash with parsley sauce. Other than that, I'm sorry.
There is a chippy near me that does battered chip rolls, triple carbs, the best thing after a few pints.
Who said that?
Okay,
Oh man.
obviously it's just battered and deep fried. It's got to be Scottish.
Oh, it sounds disgusting. That sounds.
Not a chip roll that's been battered. Battered chips in a roll.
Oh,
That
even
sounds
worse.
alright. I'd
No, it
smash that.
doesn't sound alright, Alex. Seriously, you'd smash that.
Yeah, definitely. Especially after a drink.
After a drink, you need just a big block of cheddar.
And then leave it on the stairs.
With your trousers.
I'm surprised your trousers weren't in the fridge and the cheese was on the stairs, like you had just got it a bit confused.
The stairs were in the fridge.
Well, I mean the fridge is in the stairs, isn't
It
it?
is in the stairs. Okay, I'm kind of liking that now. I think we're kind of done, he says as he puts some more on. Just a bit here. Okay, so and I'm pretty much done. I want to show you one more little thing with this powder. So when you've done that, you can then go back with your Agrax. Alex, remind me to wash my airbrush.
Yes.
Because I haven't. So you can go, if you look on this side, we got like this little darker area, and that's because I kind of just went in, back in a little bit. So as you wet it, it does change consistency and it goes a little bit darker. But that's cool. That's another like facet to this, and you're adding a little bit of brown to it. Because if you mix this with like liquids, you can use it like a paint, the actual, because it's pigment, right? That's all it is. It's powdered paint.
They also do a pakora roll with just the best red onion relish I've ever tasted. I need to go back. Wikiara says I need to go back to Scotland and get. Why do you keep scrolling, chat? And get my battered food fix, battered cheddar in a wrap with spicy chicken. That sounds pretty good.
That sounds alright, actually.
Just because it mentions cheddar.
Yeah,
and a
but
wrap
like chicken and a wrap and cheddar, like I can't see that not being alright.
Have you had a deep fried Mars bar, Kay? I mean, I
Yeah,
actually
I think Kay has had a deep fried
No,
Mars bar.
he says no because I live here and as such I'm not a tourist.
I actually thought it was something you weirdos liked.
I had a deep fried Mars bar.
Because you're a tourist, right?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, tourist
Can't
boy.
be king of the country, a tourist. But whatever.
How are you the king of the country? Kev's the king of Scotland.
I actually quite liked it, Kev says. You're all gits, I feel starving now, and I started the weight loss drive yesterday, so I
Who's
can't
that?
make some fried egg sandwiches.
Mr.
You
Stander.
can make fried egg sandwiches. There ain't nothing wrong with fried egg sandwiches.
So make fried eggs, use olive oil, don't eat the bread.
Yeah, just eat fried eggs.
Just good protein. And then go and do 100 push-ups.
Yeah. They are very much a tourist thing. Carbs are good for you, man, Mark Fairbrother says.
A certain amount of carbs are good for you depending on your body type and the sort of digestive system that you have. Everyone is different.
Did they do deep fried pizza there too? Kev asks. Fried egg sandwich, you need to try my fried bacon, egg and mango chutney donut with icing.
No. Who said that?
Wiki Outrider.
No. I tried once when Man vs Food was a thing. I saw him do this one episode where he went to some ballpark and they had like a Krispy Kreme bacon cheeseburger. So it's a bacon cheeseburger served on a like half fried, cut in half Krispy Kreme donut. And I did it at home. And I had 2 bites, and the first bite I was like, oh my god, this is great. And then I had a second bite, and I realised I'd lied to myself on the first bite. And by the third bite, I realised I was going to chuck the rest in the bin. It's just not right. So you see, right, by adding in that bit of ink into those right deeper recesses, you kind of liquefy some of that powder that we just used. You see, like in there, what I've just done, and on this side, and it gives it a much stronger, like real dirty, really dirty. Right. Oh, Paul, man. You just give charity money. Why do that to your body? Right, everyone. It is 3 minutes to the hour of 9. And that is your weathering masterclass. I'm not being funny. And I don't often blow my own trumpet. I think that looks wicked. I really don't want to give this away.
It's a genuine question. Does the varnish fix the weathering powder?
Yes, it does. That's why that all gets done at the end. The varnish will fix the weathering powder. Exactly that. So I've still got the turret to do and your 2 guns to finish. The little man's painted. He's over there waiting, the little commander of the tank. But how pretty does that look? I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope there was some knowledge to help you out with your weathering. Some few techniques there, and you know, I know you all know about Agrax, but it's about how you use it. And you know, your medium can be used in several ways, and as long as you understand that, you will get these results. And just keep working, take your time. And really, apart from our couple of strokes that we did with the airbrush, all of that real detail work has been done by hand. So it's not beyond any of you that don't own, okay, I put the base coats down with an airbrush, but I'm sure you could have just put a base coat down and then got to something very similar to that without doing the pre-shade underneath. Yeah, I mean, it helps quite a bit, but just ignore whatever. I quite like, look, that it's in that camera too. Can you see that, Al? Look how it's there.
Yeah.
I like that. I've never had that, because now we moved the camera so you can kind of see underneath at the same time as seeing on top. Look at that.
Wow, you're painting underneath your tank.
Yeah, because I painted. Look, dude, I even did some of that. I didn't do all of that.
Yeah.
You're mad, Kev. I'm sorry, but like, I love you, but don't love you that much. Seeing as it's getting stuck to a base, I won't stick it to the base, but you know what I mean. It's going on that big base. That's all you need. Right, so
Lee slept in. That's good for Lee. You need sleep.
Lee, what you saying, bro? Dude, I did. You remember we talked about airbrushing the contrast over the base coat? I did that, and then I airbrushed another colour over that to get this colour, and then I done some weathering. What do you think, Lee? Do you like it? Because Lee did a tank on stream. No, but I mean, like, I did most of it. I did some of it anyway, but like this bit, it's all getting put right on top of the thingy bob. Yeah, wicked. Thanks, bro. So yeah, I'll definitely try and get some photos of this as well before Kev takes it. But it's a beautiful, beautiful model as well. I think that really says something. What a lovely, lovely kit. Big as well. So that is going to be us for today. We are back on Saturday at our usual time of 7 o'clock, even though Saturday is not our usual time on any level. But expect, Jojo's driving, mowing down loads of B1s. It's not a bad idea. Expect to see some different days now over the next coming weeks. We're definitely going to be doing Tuesday every week, but we're probably going to be looking at one of the weekend days. And not next week, but the week after, we're going to have a real swap up, because I've got some commitments and so's Al. But 2 days a week always, and we'll fit round Protex plans as well, because you know he streams on Wednesday, Thursday. We will be back on Saturday, and join us Saturday, because Saturday I've got some really nice giveaways sent across from America, and it'll give you a bit of a taster, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I'm going to be giving away in December, which will just melt your head, from Galaxy's Edge and all sorts. So get out there, tell your friends as well, because I'd like to see a few more of you come in and watching when we're giving away that. Mate, I've had a really bad day as well. I'll phone you tomorrow and I'll tell you all about it. But listen, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for your generous donations. I've hoped you've really enjoyed it tonight. I have. It's taken my mind off stuff. Come back Saturday, 7 o'clock. Stay safe. One love. Peace.